300,000 metric tons sugar importation hinarang ng Pangulo kasi walang permiso at illegal ito.
Katapatan at sigasig.
Natutuparin ko na buong katapatan at sigasig
Ang aking mga tungkulin
ang aking mga tungkulin
bilang Pangulo ng Pilipinas.
bilang Pangulo ng Pilipinas.
Pangangalagaan
Pangangalagaan
at ipagtatanggol
at ipagtatanggol
ang kanyang konstitusyon.
ang kanyang konstitusyon.
Ipatutupad ang mga batas nito.
Ipapatupad ang mga batas nito.
Magiging makatarungan sa bawat tao.
Magiging makatarungan sa bawat tao.
At itatalaga ang aking sarili
At itatalaga ang aking sarili
sa paglilingkod sa bansa.
sa paglilingkod sa bansa.
Ito si Press Secretary Trixie Cruz Angeles.
Magandang umaga. Morning. Yesterday, a resolution was uploaded on the website of the Sugar Regulatory Administration, purportedly coming from the Sugar Regulatory Board. Resolution number 4 authorized the importation of 300,000 metric tons of sugar on top of what had already been imported in May of this year. This resolution is illegal. The chairman of the Sugar Regulatory Board is President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. As such chairman, he sets the date of any meetings or convening of the Sugar Regulatory Board and its agenda. No such meeting was authorized by the President, nor such a resolution, likewise, was not authorized. It appears that the resolution was signed for and on behalf of the President by Undersecretary Leocardio Sebastian. He was not authorized to sign such a resolution because the President did not authorize the importation. Importations are a sensitive matter, particularly with regard to agricultural importations. Sugar is one such importation which we take great care with. It is a balancing act. The importation has to be carefully studied to protect both the consumer against the rising prices of basic commodities while ensuring at the same time that we do not destroy the local industry. As such, the only response to the query on whether or not an importation was to be made, the President answered, the President did not assent. And it was the Executive Secretary who issued the order to create an importation plan. It was therefore clear that there is no authorization for the importation of these 300,000 metric tons. An investigation is ongoing to determine whether any acts that would cause the President to lose trust and confidence in his officials can be found, or if there is malice or negligence involved. In such a case, if such findings are made, then the only determination left will be how many heads are going to roll. We'll take your questions with the understanding that since this is an ongoing investigation, then we can only limit our answers to those that will not affect the fairness of such an investigation.
First question, Jinky Baticados, IBC.
Hi,
Yes,
ma'am. Good morning po.
Magandang
Ma'am,
umaga.
since the President has now thumbed down this particular proposal of importation of sugar, in the event that there is an insufficient supply of sugar in the country, what will the administration do po?
The Department of Agriculture has indicated the allegedly critical levels of sugar. However, we are also approaching harvest season. This is why the importation calls for a balancing act. Will such importation affect the harvest and the prices of our local growers? In the absence of such a determination, then we cannot issue a the resolution should not have been issued with such haste as it appears to have been made.
Ma'am, follow-up lang. Paano po yung mga pag-surge ng prices ng sugar? Paano natin i-address?
Like we said, it is a matter of a balancing act. Now, we just imported last May. Now, we have to determine if another importation, supposedly to address the critical levels that are approaching at the end of the month, will affect the harvest season, which opens in September. So again, a study is necessarily called for. And in fact, It was the executive secretary who issued the instruction for them to create an importation plan. In such importation plan, a determination has to be made about how this is going to affect the incoming harvest.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Next question, Ivan Mayrina, GMA7.
Ma'am, klaruhin ko lang, CES po issued an order to create an importation plan. Iba po yun dun sa lumabas na sugar order number 4.
Oh, definitely, yes. So it was a directive, actually. It was verbally issued so that the president can make a determination later on whether or not the importation is actually warranted.
So, would you say posible hong miscommunication ito?
No. You don't convene the Sugar Regulatory Board in the absence of the president and in the absence of any such approval on his part. He did not approve the convening. You can only convene the board with the assent, explicit assent of the president, and he did not make such an agreement.
So, while the investigation is ongoing, ano po ang status ngayon ng mga opisyal ng Sugar Regulatory Board or Commission?
They are under investigation.
Pero are they still, officially holding
Well,
their function?
there is no preventive suspension issued as of right now. So,
Thank you.
Next question, Neil Mercado, Inquirer.
May wala na pong questions on sugar. If I can go to another topic.
if we can answer it.
Okay. Ma'am, how much of a concern is this information to the Marcos administration?
I'm sorry, I need to know what the basis of your question is.
Because may mga nagsasabi na yung win po ni President Marcos was full of parang maraming disinformation during the campaign that helped boost yung campaign ni President Marcos. So maybe how much of a concern is disinformation to this administration?
If any illegal acts have been committed, then the proper venue for that would be the courts. So that's our only reaction here. The freedom of speech is prevalent in this country. It's guaranteed by the Constitution. People can say that. People can talk about it. They can discuss these matters. But no such wrongdoing has been committed.
Thank you po.
You're welcome.